On January 11th, 2022, officers from the West Allis Police Department in Wisconsin respond to a deadly emergency. Officers quickly arrive on the scene, administering first aid and redirecting traffic while firefighter EMTs and an ambulance rush to the scene.
325 dispatch.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
23, I got lanes 2 and 3 shut down. Shut down all northbound lanes. Is she awake? Are you awake?
We haven't tried to.
Ma'am.
I tried the police.
Who found her?
And so I shut down all northbound lanes.
And then
You just got off the... Okay. Did you see what happened?
Well, I checked around. I was off the bus.
Block it up from Morgan, please.
Okay, what car hit him?
Direct all these cars.
I didn't even get a chance to see the car.
What kind of car was it?
It was like a Toyota. It was a small car.
What car?
Like gray. It was dark.
Sedan?
No.
Car versus pedestrian, gray in color. I'll try to get info. I gotta check the status of the victim here.
Hey, want to direct all these cars?
So it was a gray car or an SUV?
No, it was a gray car in
Okay.
the right lane, and then it hit her, kind of stopped, and then just took off.
Okay.
We should try to turn her.
Hold on a second here. I gotta get gloves on. Are you awake? Are you a nurse?
Yeah.
Okay, I can kind of tell. Mike, let's isolate her. She's a witness.
Blood right up here.
Yeah, I see it.
31, what's your call? S-Talk, see if they can give a better vehicle description.
No, it kept going.
Can you get some spots up here for witness statements, please?
Traumatic P&B advice fire. All right, Mike, we got to hold C-spine and we got to roll her.
All right.
Can we do that right now? Just hold it like this. I'm going to roll her towards me so I can do CPR. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
I called 911, but I didn't see what happened. I work right across the street, so do I need to wait for any reason, do you think?
Did you see the car?
I didn't, no. I just saw her laying on the ground, so I pulled into my work right there and called 911.
Since you called 911, let me get your name.
Yeah, Sarah?
And did you hear anything?
No,
you just
saw it. I pulled in and called 911. That was it.
Did you have any contact with her or anything?
No, not with anybody.
Okay. If you didn't see anything else, you can go.
Okay.
Thank you for the call.
You got a shears?
I do not. I got a knife.
Wait, hold on. No! No! P&B! You feel one?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Somebody grab a camera too and start taking this pictures quick.
Can we get her stuff right here?
No, it's got to stay there. We need to step up on the curb.
As one officer performs CPR on the victim, other officers begin questioning witnesses. Eyewitness reports can quickly deteriorate soon after an event has occurred, so officers need to start asking questions as soon as possible.
You got a camera, Banky? No. All right. Grab one, please. You saw it.
I was with her. We just got off the bus.
Okay.
We on our way to work. I made it across the street.
Okay, let's go over here, okay? Because they need to see.
We getting off the bus from across the street. The cars was just coming faster when they seen her coming across the street. I made it to the sidewalk, and when I turned around to see what she behind me, I just see the car hit her. She was right here, and she flew from right here all the way down there, and the car just kept going.
Witnessed struck by a sedan that fled. No carotid pulse. She was found face down.
We'll just pick her up.
Found face down. No carotid pulse. Started CPR. Yes, I did. Yep. Let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready. 1, 2, 3.
You guys got it. 2-5. I was doing CPR.
Just turn it over to fire.
What's your first name?
Shaquila.
Does she have a bag or anything with her?
Her black purse is right there, but that's my store bag with my food and
Okay.
stuff inside.
Okay, it looks like they're getting her ID out of the purse.
Yeah, please. Not yet, no. What'd you see, ma'am?
So I was driving in the middle lane, and there was a car in front of me. I saw a black figure moving, which was the girl who got out of the way. She had a black coat on.
Where was she moving?
She was crossing the street.
From that way to this way, from the
Yes,
median?
correct. I didn't know anyone else. I didn't see anybody else.
Okay.
And then that car like slammed on their brakes. I saw the bag fly in the air. I thought they just hit like garbage or something. And then they just zoomed off. And then I pulled over when I realized she was standing over her body.
What happened? What'd you see? I saw a woman, and it looked like she was picking up her bag, and I looked closer, and it was a person. So excuse my friend, I pulled up here and pulled over. I was just trying to help
check for a pulse, check if she was moving, anything with the woman that was on the ground.
Did you see what actually happened?
I did not see actually what happened.
So you didn't see a car take off or nothing like
I
that?
didn't see any vehicles. There was probably 8 to 15 vehicles total around here. I didn't see any of
Okay,
them.
all right, hang tight. Let me see if I can get you out of here. I know you're cold, okay?
You get a good statement from her, she can get out of here if she didn't see nothing.
Okay, all right, cool. I just wanted to check beforehand. All right, real quick, and then you can get out of here. The lady that was on the ground bleeding obviously wasn't conscious, nothing like that, didn't say anything?
Nope.
Did you hear any like gurgling or anything?
I couldn't. There was so much commotion. I just wanted to check for a pulse to make sure she was
Did you find a
alive.
pulse on her?
I did not. 911 wanted us to flip her, and that's when the 2 medical professionals, I believe it was a nurse and then another woman, pulled up, and they started handling the patient, and I was still dealing with the bystander who was with her.
Okay.
And trying to keep her calm.
We stopped, we're both nurses, so.
Okay. Did you have any contact with her?
Like touch her?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both felt for pulses.
You see her laying on the ground, you check for a pulse, there's no pulse, you come up here on the sidewalk and then the police arrive.
We were on the phone with 911.
Yeah.
The responder wanted us to flip her onto her back, check and then check the pulse, start CPR if possible. At that time, that's when the police showed up. Well, before we
So did you start CPR at all?
No, we did not.
Officer started CPR.
Do you remember what bus you were on?
The 28. It should be coming back this way.
So in the middle lane, you
Yeah.
think? That's where
That
she
car
was?
walking that way, yes.
Okay.
I made it to the sidewalk first.
Yeah.
And when I turned around, I just heard like, ah! And when I heard the car just hit her like, boom.
Sure.
And she flew right there.
What kind of car was in front of you?
It was like I believe from the back it was a Camry. It was gray. It was not an SUV.
Great.
It was a smaller, compact car.
Was there any vehicle in lane 1, which would be the lane that's closest to the median?
I don't remember.
Okay. And why do you think it was a car in the far right lane that hit her?
Because they went, stopped, and then like sped off really fast.
Was it dirty or clean?
Dirty.
Okay. You remember, was there any decals on it or no?
I don't know. I don't believe so.
Did you see the gray Camry slam on its brakes?
Yes.
And that happened before or after? You saw the purse flying in the air.
It was before. I heard a noise. That car stopped, and then I saw that.
What noise
plastic
did you hear?
It was like a thud. I thought they hit garbage. I thought when I saw the one woman cross, I thought maybe she dropped something and they had hit it. I didn't even know there was another person here.
Hello? Do y'all know what hospital she's going to?
I don't know, but most likely freighter.
Okay.
So could you see traffic coming over the hill when you guys were crossing?
Nobody blew. Nobody blew. They just kept going.
Okay.
Cause this lady right here with the red, this is her truck. She was on side of the car when it hit her. She
Okay.
the only one stopped.
Okay, you close friends with her?
She was dropped off by her mother at the bus where I was at. So she met me there.
Okay.
So she got a ride
Sure.
there and she got on the bus to New York 28.
Were you two the only ones that hopped off?
Just prior to the thud, you saw that other lady walking.
Yeah, she was
This
like
way,
kind of
right?
jogging, not like sprinting, but running to cross the street. I saw her when she hit the snow.
And you think it's Camry now? Are you sure or are you just guessing?
I don't know cars like amazingly, but
Yep.
if I had to put money on it, I would say it was a Camry
Okay.
from the back.
Possible striking vehicle is a dirty gray.
On a Camry, not certain on a Camry, but pretty confident Camry. 731 parts on scene, confirm it's a Taylor.
Did anybody get out of that car?
No.
Did you hear anybody say, "Are you okay?" or anything like that?
No.
You were the only one in your car?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I think everybody's spoken to, so I'm gonna go back to my car.
It's no surprise that witnesses and officers are looking for warmth. According to weather records, the temperature at this time and place was recorded to be 4 degrees Fahrenheit, or roughly negative 16 degrees Celsius.
I know this is probably hard to answer, but was she breathing or saying anything?
No, I touched her side. I didn't see her like breathe or anything, and I seen the blood that was coming from her head.
There's parts of a Toyota. It's got the emblem of the Toyota.
Yeah, do you want to go up there? And where do you think the car hit her?
I honestly don't even
Sorry.
I didn't even see her at all.
Do you think an ambulance is taking us soon? I don't. I mean, do what they can here, but I don't think they're gonna move us here.
Like her
She was
forehead?
she was laid down, and I just seen her coming from this way.
Did you guys move her at all?
No, 2 other ladies out here with me, Caucasian ladies.
Okay.
And they seen that I couldn't talk to the police, so they took the phone and they was
They
talking
took
to
it
him.
from you?
Yeah, and they
Okay.
was talking to him for me.
Well, they're most likely providing her medical attention in there before they get going.
Just walk the east side looking for cameras. Can I throw some tape? Yeah, I can do that. Sure. Yellow tape.
Hurry up.
Now that other officials are on the scene and are in charge of the victim, officers coordinate to find any possible street or business security cameras in the area to collect as evidence and hopefully identify the fleeing vehicle.
Oh, thank God. It's so cold out there. I can't feel my fingers. Holy balls. Cameras. Does anybody here know how to work?
Cameras?
Yeah. That would catch anything out there?
Highly doubt that. There's nobody here that would look at him anyways, but I don't think we have a camera that points out there. But I could be wrong.
This additional witness turned around to share her information after driving past the incident. Of all the witnesses, she seems to be the only one who witnessed the accident in its entirety.
Sorry.
Are you calling 106?
So I was
from County
driving.
47 to 1 hour.
I was driving to work.
Okay.
I was going slower because this morning I saw two people run across the street. I think I saw one cross and the other one. I don't even know what kind of car hit it.
I wonder if the bus drivers have.
They were on 20. They were on 28.
Yeah, it's colder than a well digger's ass out there, that's for sure. How many cars are out there in this accident?
No cars in the accident.
Oh.
That's the problem.
I saw one make it across the street, and I honestly didn't know there was another person till they flipped up in the air.
Okay.
And the car hit him. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Do you know what kind of car it was? No?
No.
Okay.
I was. I was right behind it.
The bus has cameras going out.
They do. They have all. They have.
28.
Yeah, they have all 360. The route 28. I don't know about the bus number.
So they just got off a bus, so a bus should have it. Can you call transit?
I didn't know a person got hit. I saw something, and I'm like, that couldn't have been there. And I went around. I went, that is. No.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Is this your information?
This is my information.
Okay.
And I was so upset. I'm like, I cannot believe I just saw what I saw.
All right. What lane were you in?
Middle.
In the middle lane? Okay.
Middle lane.
Just give me a minute to feel my fingers.
Okay. There's hot water in the faucet in the bathroom. You want to run under hot water faucet right there, too.
Then you hear me screaming.
Can you describe the
I
person?
can't.
You can't?
I can't believe what I saw. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Did the pedestrian get hit or something? She can't tell you guys. Come on.
Right, that's why I said, like, shut up, Tom.
It's early morning.
Yeah.
I'm used to deer.
Yeah.
So I'm always watching for movement.
Could you hear the car coming, or did you just hear? Did you just
I just
turn
hear
and?
when I heard her like, I turned,
So, all right,
and
so
I
you heard
seen
her
the
yell?
car, like, boom, and it hit her and she flew down there.
If it was a person, that's like the third people. Like 2 years.
I still can't believe it happened.
Okay.
I didn't really realize it was a person until I went around.
Okay.
And I went, no, that couldn't happen. Really. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
I can't even tell you what kind of car or if it was a van or anything.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention to the vehicle. One got across. I didn't even know there was a second person till the vehicle hit.
What's going on with her? Well, she won't tell. Really, really nuts. What? She won't tell.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of here and deal with my cold hands. Thanks, guys. Somebody will probably call about.
Wait a minute, I'm a retired U.S. Marshal. You can tell me what's going on.
Can't.
Oh. And this is I'm not accusing. This is again just for our because we like to gather all this information. I have contact with her. Just today, did she appear impaired, either drinking or pill? Nothing. Okay. Like I said, I'm not accusing.
She has lupus, so she
has
can't
lupus.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Like I said, I'm not accusing her of anything.
It's okay.
And just to clarify, you didn't hit her, right?
No.
You didn't hit somebody, or you didn't hit
No.
you didn't crash. Okay.
But I did witness.
Yeah. You can call it a day. Go to work. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Are they okay?
I'm not sure. I'm not down there. I'm just
Okay.
trying to get video, trying to see if I see any cameras. Okay.
Okay. But they probably got hit in the middle, right around the middle lane.
The middle lane? You have a good one. It's going to be okay. Okay?
I know. I'm sorry. I have never... I have seen deer hit and go flying,
Yeah.
but never, ever anything like that before. I'm so shocked.
It's all right. Take care.
It wouldn't take long for the victim's family to arrive on scene.
That's Paul. Yeah, that's her uncle.
That's the owner.
Yeah, just park in the dealership across the street.
Yeah, it's someone. Yeah, if he parks there, someone will walk over, talk with him. You related to Miss Harris?
I'm like an uncle to her.
Like an uncle?
Yeah, we own this, but I'm like a.
Yeah, but she's been working here. Okay.
Me and her father is real best friends.
All right. What do you think? She's about 20.
She's 20.
Okay.
No, she'll make it.
Like I said, they're giving her medical attention right now. I haven't talked with anyone. I haven't had any contact with her, so I can't give you an update. Do you know about how far Dad?
He said he ain't too far from here.
They think she's about 19 or 20 years old. Yeah.
He's about to need a breakdown right now. Hold on.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
My name is Don Cherry. Can you come on with the information?
Yeah, sir. Okay. What's your daughter's name?
My daughter is in the ambulance.
Okay. What's her, sir? I just need to know her name.
We just have to confirm her information.
Donisha Harris, man. Come
Okay.
on.
What's her birthday?
She
Okay. So she's in the back of the ambulance right now, and I'm sorry to regret informing that she's passed away.
No, man. Yo, man, come on.
I'm sorry.
Please, no, please. Come on, man. Yeah, you been. What's wrong, man? Come on. No, they working on her.
They were.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What's his name?
You just get call him your dad.
I'm very sorry, okay? Is there anything we can do for you right now?
Sir, would you like a chaplain to come out here? Sir, would you like to speak to a chaplain?
This tragic event is unfortunately not all that uncommon in the United States. According to reports and studies conducted by the Governor's Highway Safety Association, or GHSA, roughly 20 pedestrians are struck and killed by vehicles every day in the United States. In 2022, the year this incident took place, it is estimated that over 7,500 pedestrians were killed, which was a 40-year high, a nearly 20% increase compared to 2019. The combination of less vehicles on the road and a steep drop in traffic enforcement led to an increase of speeding and impaired drivers. Another factor that affected this particular case is the lack of pedestrian infrastructure in the U.S., like sidewalks, crosswalks, and adequate lighting. U.S. drivers also tend to drive larger vehicles, which lowers the survival rate of pedestrians who are struck. The silver lining to these statistics is that there appears to be a decline in pedestrian deaths in 2023.
So, sir, at this point, we're still trying to investigate how this incident occurred. Does she live with you currently? No? She lives with her mom. Do you know what time she usually leaves for work?
They made it at 6:20. At 6:22, she heard her yelling, and the car hit her and just kept going.
Okay.
I got a positive ID for her.
Okay, why don't you come on in? What's your phone number?
414. 388.
Okay, and obviously, you were on the phone with her mother, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, do you know if she's on her way out here, or?
I guess assuming she was with school,
Okay.
School bus driver, so
Yeah.
she couldn't just leave kids.
She's in the ambulance. We're going to have the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office come out here.
Wait, man, go on, man.
Unfortunately, the fire department worked on her for about 45 minutes, and unfortunately, her injuries were too traumatic, where they were unable to perform any life-saving measures on her.
This stupid job care about it. Somebody giving them my daughter dead.
Obviously, this is an extremely traumatic incident, and nobody should have to go through something like this.
Oh my God.
Oh, go ahead. Officer, quick question.
Yes.
I had to park over here because the other cop wouldn't let me in over there. I work right here, dude. Correct. Is there a way to turn in, or do I have to walk in still?
No, you got to walk in. Sorry.
All right.
It's all being shut down for a while.
All right,
So,
I appreciate
yep.
it. It's okay to walk across though once I get in front of my building.
Yeah, just watch where you're walking.
Sure thing.
Okay.
We'll do.
Wait in my car over.
I think if that's your friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about we go and we'll go hang out with your friend. You can be with him because obviously you need, somebody to talk to right now. And I think that hanging out with somebody that you know and is a friend of yours would probably be the best thing at this point. I got his info. I'm gonna have him just go across the street and hang out with his buddy. We'll go wait for the ME because the ME is gonna probably want to come talk to him. So yeah.
You guys got a car coming your way?
Oh man, I'll let him know more information when I get it, man. But.
All right, sir. Just watch your step.
Shortly after, the victim's apparent grandfather arrives on scene. It appears he is a commercial truck driver who was seemingly in the middle of a delivery when he received the horrific news about his granddaughter.
I need to know where my grandbaby is. I need to know where my grandbaby is.
You don't have that information, so we got to talk to a supervisor.
Where's my daughter? No, right, it's not a good time right now, boss.
Sure, I just let him know. We will talk to you, but you can't park right here.
I need to know where my people are. I need to know now.
Sir, this is an active crime scene. We can't have you crossing. Okay? Who are you here to get in contact with?
My grandbaby just got hit.
Okay.
I need to, my daughter just called me. I need to know where is my grandbaby.
Okay, like I said, we're willing to speak with you, but we can't have you park in your vehicle right here.
You got to move your semi, sir.
Okay, we can
I
have
can't drive right now.
Well, you can't park right here, unfortunately.
So you more worried about this motherfucking truck?
I don't want another accident, okay?
I need to tell me where's my grandbaby.
I'll explain that to you.
I need to know where's my granddaughter.
If you move your semi.
So you do nothing to negotiate with me about my granddaughter.
All right.
You understand that?
I will help
You're
you.
not going to negotiate with me.
I will help you if you help us.
No, I need to know where's my grandbaby.
Sir,
I need to know where's my grandbaby.
Get back in the truck. Get back in the truck.
You put me in the motherfucking truck.
When you're ready to talk to us like an adult, I'll talk.
I'm asking you a question.
Sure.
Okay. And
I will explain. Her father is over there.
Yeah.
And we can explain something. You can't park your truck in this lane right here. You're going to cause another accident.
All these motherfucking lights out here.
It doesn't matter.
They're going to stop.
You want me to call your truck?
I don't give a fuck. Call them. I'll give you the number. Dial Terrio.
I'll go take it. Okay. Come here.
You gonna tell me where my granddaughter at? I won't give a fuck about that motherfucking truck. You take that truck, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do with it. Dial Terrio. Where's my granddaughter? Where's the motherfucking hitter? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, no, don't tell me that bullshit. Don't tell me that bullshit like that. Don't fuck that, goddammit. Don't tell me the motherfucking you son of a bitch.
In this moment, an officer positions his cruiser behind the semi to prevent it from being struck.
Oh, you son of a y'all better get me. I can tell you that number. Y'all better get the motherfucking hit my granddaughter. Or y'all will be out here again. You best believe that motherfucker. Oh,
Chris is just mapping the parts, and then they got to pick up and we're done.
All right. And you guys, every morning you guys cross from there?
Every morning.
Okay.
That's what I was telling her, my boss. Like, we make it across the street every time we come across the street. I don't know what was different about today.
Okay. All right.
For the car not to stop, you had to have been doing something wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably going way too fast.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are just walking, which sounds like you were, that, like I said, that helps us determine that this guy was probably, a guy, girl, whoever, was just going way too fast, obviously. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I'm just
Anything? I
happy
know you
that
gotta.
it's
Yeah, I know you
happening
gotta.
today.
Your head's probably just racing like crazy.
Mhm.
We're gonna investigate this as far as we can until we find the vehicle.
Did
Okay.
she make it?
Like, I'll let Dad speak with you about that. He has all the info. Okay.
We did the best we could. We need a street sweeper to come through here. There's still a little bit of glass. There's also some debris that needs to be picked up.
Based off of car pieces found at the scene and eyewitness statements, officers believe at this point that they are looking for a gray or dark gray Toyota Corolla, which likely had prior damage due to zip ties also being found on scene.
You can see they already got zip ties. So those have all been another crash, would be my guess.
All right, so Toyota Corolla,
Yeah.
dark color,
Like a charcoal gray.
without a grill.
It's the lower portion of the grill, though.
I know what you're talking about.
After the evidence was photographed and documented, officers begin cleaning the roads, while other officers travel down the road to inquire about security camera footage where the vehicle potentially traveled through.
From what we can tell, it definitely goes east from 106. And then at that point, we lose it.
Okay, probably check Port Richards, because it turns east on Oklahoma. There's a fluid trail if you want to try there.
You can put me on file for the call at Port Richards.
Obtaining this footage may lead to where the perpetrator lives, or better yet, may have clearly captured the license plate, heavily reducing the suspect list.
We had a crash down here. Can I look at your video to see if it recorded the car? This is a good view. So this is camera 12. I better take notes here. You have really good videos here. This is really good clarity.
The dogged work of patrol officers and detectives allows them to continue to track the vehicle, find distinguishing features, and ultimately develop a suspect profile. From there, they identified an individual known to them as Martin Aurelio Martinez Rodriguez. When they discovered the vehicle, detectives noted there was a dent in the hood of the vehicle, along with severe damage on the front end, which was consistent with a vehicle striking a person. There was also blue tape around the windshield, indicating it had just been replaced. This arrest footage of the suspect takes place roughly 16 hours after the incident occurred.
35, go ahead. Get the TV into those two. Right.
I'm just gonna pass you down real quick, boss. Or search you real quick, make sure you ain't got anything. Nothing gonna stick me, poke me.
You got transplant and maybe I got a fucking cancer.
No bazookas or anything like that? No bazookas or anything like that?
Alright, boss, we can head out this way.
Alright, follow that officer.
Alright, we're gonna go right here to the left. And we're gonna go on this squad over here on this side. Alright, see you.
Throughout the 15-minute ride to the jail, not a single word was exchanged between Martin and the officer. Reports later indicate that Martin admitted that he had hit something, but he claimed that he didn't know what it was. He also said he didn't stop because he, quote, had a lot of money on him and didn't want to answer questions. While reports indicate Martin originally pled not guilty, roughly 7 months later on August 7, 2022, Martin changed his plea to guilty for the felony charge of a hit and run resulting in death. He was sentenced 8 years in prison with 231 days of credit, along with 4 years of extended supervision. He will also have his license revoked for 5 years upon release, and will have to pay a restitution to the Crime Victim Compensation Fund to the tune of roughly $15,400. If his total prison sentence is served, he will not get out of prison until 2030.
I was gonna.
I mean, come on. Jesus.
What?
Open it up. Come on, sir. Really? Use your head. You can drive through now, but have some common sense, please. The street's been blocked off for multiple hours. Let's go. Drive.
Behind the scenes at Midwest Safety, we have our video editor and researcher Harrison. I also want to introduce John, a retired Philly police officer with 25 years experience, numerous commendations, hundreds of arrests, and a top shooter. During his tenure, John was assigned several high crime details and special assignments. Here's John and Harrison going a little more in depth on this video.
Let's just jump right into this. This tragic video is an occurrence that happens almost every hour in the United States. We hope that detailing the specific occurrences in a case like this brings a more realistic burden behind the numbers of these statistics, showing just how devastating a situation like this really is, not just to the victims, but their friends and families as well. So the first question I have for you, John, is you hear the urgent call being dispatched over the radio. You're hearing CPR in progress. What is going through your head in these moments? How do you handle experiencing repeated traumas like this at work?
Well, for me, when I'm rolling up to a situation like this, you hear CPR is being administered and, my anxiety is going up. You don't know what you're rolling up on, and it could potentially, go south really quick. So for me, it's very traumatic, and I'm trying to, sort out in my head how I'm going to deal with the situation, what's going to unfold, because it changes as you get there. So you want to deal with the people, you want to be compassionate, but you have to put your emotions aside. So it's very difficult because you're a police officer, but you're still human. So that's what's going on with me. It's very difficult for me over the years. All the things that I had to deal with, I had to do counseling, because you see so much that the human eye is not used to seeing. So for me, I had to, go to counseling and sort through those emotions so I could be emotionally available, for my family and things like that. But it's difficult for every officer, and it's not something that you get used to ever, ever.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, I'm viewing this stuff secondhand, and it's hard for me just to watch it. And I'm sure the viewers can agree, especially with this video, how hard this is to watch. Living
Yeah.
through it, it's a whole other game. I I can't
Believe.
imagine. The next question I have for you is when officers first inform the father of the news no parent ever wants to hear, the officers seem to conduct themselves in an emotionally stable way, at least from my perspective as an outsider. In delivering news of this nature, do you think officers handled it well? And is there anything you would have done differently in hindsight?
I mean, this is a tough situation when you have to deliver news like this. In my opinion, I wasn't there. I hate to Monday morning quarterback anything, but I felt he was a little stoic, in my opinion. I tried to sympathize with people when I was on the job and try to understand in the best capacity of what they're dealing with. So he did it to the best of his ability. I don't know, the time this officer has on, and it's tough. But I thought he was a little stoic. I would have tried to be a little bit more just connect with him a little bit more, maybe sit him down, something. I don't know. I wasn't there, but
Mhm.
it's a tough situation.
To
Hmm.
kind of like continue that question, again, for me as an outsider, I have to be honest, I really didn't like the way things were handled with the grandfather. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
This was tough. I didn't like that either. I didn't. It really stood out to me because I don't know if they knew the grandfather was arriving. If they did, I would have hoped that they would have directed him to a parking spot so maybe he could have parked and then they could have dealt with the situation. So they either could have done that or maybe got an officer to direct traffic. It looked like a pretty busy street. But what stood out to me that really just did not look well is the officer went from trying to be compassionate to being authoritative. And the grandfather literally got aggressive with it. You don't want that. That could have gotten really, really really bad. It's not a good look for the police department, and the relations to the public. And this man just lost his granddaughter, so you don't want to sit there and have a argument with him. So I didn't like the way it looked. I thought it could have been handled better, and I think it's like a training issue. It could have been handled way better than it was. So I didn't like that.
The final question I have for you is that ultimately the officer's investigative work resulted in a conviction. Can you share a bit about how it feels to solve a tough case like this? What are some of your thoughts on the sentencing?
Well, I'll start with a situation that I, was privy to when I was a police officer. When I got out of the academy, I worked with a very kind officer by the name of Officer Skursky, and he was such a great person. The first day out of the academy, I worked with him, and in 2006, he responded to a bar robbery, and him and his partner, one guy went to the front, Skursky went to the back, and he was ambushed, and he lost his life that night. And that stayed with me because he was one of the people that treated rookie officers like they had, 30 years on the job. And it took maybe 10 days to find the guy who did this. It took Philadelphia police detectives, federal agents, and he literally ran from them. They had to discharge their weapons, and he was apprehended. And he did get, life. He faced the crimes that he did. But do I think justice was served? I don't know. He did, answer, but that being solved stood out to me because at least he, faced the answered up for his crimes that he did. But it was very tough, and that stood out to me because that stayed with me for years. It's still with me now because he treated me very, very well, and I was happy to see that case solved. But he left behind a wife, two children, and it's just tough, man. It's just tough.
I am so sorry for your loss in that situation, but it is something that happens all the time. And people who aren't in the field may not realize how often that happens and how many officers have lost in this job. Thank you for sharing that. I very much appreciate that. But the last question was, what are some of your thoughts on the sentencing in this case?
I thought it was actually pretty light. I mean, 8 years and 231 days served and 5 years of suspended license. So to me, it's likely to me that this guy will go out here and do this again. You know, he was very nonchalant when he was apprehended. So I didn't like that. I thought it was very a light sentence, and it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Thank you, John, for giving your input here. Very much appreciate getting that inside look.